11 o'clock, we got Maryland traveling to number 7, Ohio State. Ohio State favored by 21 points in this game on Fox. Maryland started out the season 4-0 with a 30-24 win over West Virginia, then a 62-0 win over Howard, 2017 win at Illinois, 37-16 win at Kent State. But then last week, it all went downhill with the Friday game where they lost 51-14 to number 5, Iowa. Up until that point, I think Taulia Tagovailoa had only thrown one interception the entire year. Last week, he went 16-29 for 157 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions. Not a great day for him. He led the team on the ground, which is also a bad sign for Maryland. 4 carries for 24 yards. It's not even like he had an insane day on the ground, but it's just that the rest of the running game couldn't get going. Now, to be fair, they had to abandon it early when they went down by a lot, but still, not a great sign. Dante Davis Jr. led the team in receptions for 61 yards, but he's out for the year, so it's all about who's going to take over now that he's gone. And Maryland's an interesting football team. They're still technically playoff eligible. Whoever loses this game's out of it, though. Now you look at Ohio State, on the other hand, has been phenomenal since losing to Oregon. I feel like it's a wake-up call for them. They had a 45-31 win at Minnesota. They had, obviously, the second week loss, 35-28 against number 12 Oregon. Then they had the 41-20 win against Tulsa, but that game was a lot closer than that final score indicates. It was a 7-point game in the fourth. Then they had a 59-7 win over Akron, and then last week they put together, in my opinion, their best performance with a 52-13 win at Rutgers. C.J. Stroud last week went 17-23, threw for 330 yards, 5 touchdowns, no interceptions. Travion Henderson had 8 carries for 71 yards. Again, not an insane day on the ground for Henderson, but still proving that he is a very good running back. And a touchdown, and then Chris Olave obviously had an insane day through the air. 5 catches, 119 yards, 2 touchdowns. Maryland's 0-6 against Ohio State all time. Obviously, if you're a Maryland Terrapin fan, you want to... Now, the closest the game was in 2018, where Ohio State won by 1 point when Maryland went for 2 to get the win, and unfortunately did not get it. 2018, who went to the playoffs in 2018? 2019, 2018. I think that was the year that Ohio State just barely didn't make the playoffs, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's what happened. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So that was the year. Remember, this was a Ohio State team that was like ranked number 5 nationally. At the end of the year. So, I mean, like, Ohio State that year was very good. So, it's interesting. I think Mike Locksley's a really good head coach. I think this game's going to be a lot closer than that 21-point spread indicates. I think Taulia Tagovailoa has the arm talent. And Ohio State's defense, in my opinion, is not phenomenal. It's not great. I trust Taulia Tagovailoa to travel to Columbus and make this game a lot closer than it probably should be. Give me Maryland to cover that 21-point spread, but Ohio State to win it.